All right, so I could put that right there. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Thank y'all so much for coming back. I did want to entertain you all tonight. I was, it was a lot going on earlier, but this is like some different topics and something to take our mind off of what's been going on today. Please make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe, and tell somebody that we're live. Hey, 181 Boo, how are you doing? All right, here we go. So this is the DL Chronicles, and like I was telling y'all, so this dude, he went to prison or whatever, right? And so, so he's telling, his mom, like what was going on in there, the dudes that were messing around in there, and just like the culture and the vibe, right? And child, when I heard it, I was like, oh my God. Hey, brother. Hey. Yes. So this is interesting. So y'all get into it. Let's listen.
Three for me, Alexis K. Tyler. I'm son of Nero Red H, baby daddy or their husbands that are in prison. We're not talking about all of them. We're talking about a lot of them. We did this like over 10 years ago. Got locked up again. We were doing this series, doing it live, and I told him I thought that that women would appreciate. Michael Baisden came out talking a lot of things about different types of men.
Hey,
And
boo.
I thought since he's younger and his age group, and anybody else that wants to listen, that's marrying me in behind bars or dating them behind bars or I already was dating them and married to them or got babies by them or go see them. Some of them, y'all need to know what goes on. But like he had said in a previous show when I was talking to him, a lot of niggas be like that outside before they get arrested. Don't no nigga rape them. Every nigga ain't getting raped or turned out in there. And he wrote a book for me. I told him to write a manuscript. It was about what, 5, 6 years ago you sent it to me? Because I told him I wanted to kind of write a book for the ladies and dedicate it to them. Hey, everybody. And he's got his YouTube channel. What is the name of your YouTube channel? He's Drip Almighty. Drip Almighty. So no, just one word, no underscore name. Drip underscore Almighty. Drip underscore Almighty. Because I'm going to tell him, so coach him, and what I want to do too is have some live shows in Atlanta. But we can start off, until I want y'all to hear it. Like I was telling him, like the Booty Bandit and all these other men that been in prison, he have to talk about their experience or raping boys in there. Because that older, I think Booty Bandit is older, teeth out of his mouth and shit, talking about how he like to suck dicks and fuck boys. And he became like an instant internet sensation. A lot of people listen to him, and basically every man that get out of jail and tell you about the experience and what a lot of men do in there that they don't trust their women to tell or don't have that type of relationship or bond with their women where they think they know their man and they don't. So I told him he really needed to talk about what he saw, and because I know he loved women and he appreciates and respects women. So he wrote it for me, and I said, I'm going to hold it to you. Get out, but I want you to also be on your own page. And if y'all like it, we got to subscribe to his page and build it up and put a lot of views on his page. And we got to do the cooking show too. The work, I told him all the men that get on YouTube do well, that work out, and especially they're attractive, got a nice body, and teach you how to eat and focus on the ladies' workout tips. It could be, I told him it could be one tip for a week or one a day, and they'll see him working out and inspirational things for the women. And I told him y'all would really like it because I see how women do what other men do it. So I've been trying to coach him, but really let him know that he's basically a walking, talking businessman. He has everything he needs as an individual to get out and tell y'all what he know about men, what he experienced seeing in there, what he learned about different types of men and their mannerisms. And I wanted him to share it with you all. So y'all put comments in here and under the videos as well, and let me know if this is what y'all wanting or what questions y'all have for De Niro. Y'all want to ask about anything he saw in prison or questions about men or download questions or how can you tell or what do you know is based on what he saw in there. He lived in there with all types of men, all races of men. And so, nobody can't say he don't know what he's talking about. He has a wealth of knowledge and stuff from actually living and surviving that shit. It's a brutal world in there. And we need to know because, especially in Atlanta, HIV, herpes, syphilis, all those sexually transmitted diseases are still very high. Down here, it's a lot of promiscuous women, there's a lot of promiscuous men, there's a lot of download activity, people not using condoms. So in Atlanta, it's a hot spot for that shit. So this is the perfect place for him to be with me. And then if y'all.
All right, y'all, hold on. Oh, y'all, hold on.
I was saying we can do it on Zoom or we can do it, before until we get enough popularity where y'all want to see it in Atlanta, where we can have fun, we can laugh and talk, do question and answer, we can have us some soul food, listen to music because I told him we gotta do some new music for y'all to hear because he's written so many songs in there. We just gotta find some music right now so that we can be in person, really having a good time. So hopefully by the summer, it depends on y'all. The response y'all show, the participation. We got to really build this. We got to push this. Click like on this, subscribe, share to me, and subscribe to him. What you said? What is it? Drip_Almighty. I'll put it in the description because we don't see a lot of young men getting out of prison talking about this stuff. Let's see. So he told me he wanted me to just. I was trying to see how I could see y'all. How we'll start small right now, just what's our segment right now. So give y'all a little preview, and you know how we do. We ain't gonna hold back nothing. He ain't gonna hold back nothing from what he saw in there. So it's gonna be a raw show. So those for nice ears and don't want to hear nobody talking real and raw the way it is in prison, real and raw. We're not gonna dress up. We're not gonna sugarcoat it. Oh, he said it's not an underscore. It's just Drip Almighty. Okay, capital DRIP and capital A, where L or L. Yeah, M-I-G-H-T-Y. One L ALMIGHTY. Drip Almighty. Okay, you ready to start? Okay, let him get back comfortable because he ain't want to be on the camera. So I'm sitting in his room with him on his bed. He just relaxing, and we're just gonna let him go where he want to go because I've been talking about this for years. I thought it would be a good series to talk about it from his perspective when he lived in there. You can get where you want to get. Are you gonna sit up? Okay. When did you first start noticing that a lot of men that came in there with baby mamas and wives that you thought was straight, that you started seeing they was really gay or really like to play with boys? When I see they get real comfortable around them sissy, or smoking with them sissies and hanging with them sissies up, just a whole lot. Like a nigga will hang with another regular street nigga, or a nigga will hang with a female bitch, hang with a girl. That nigga will hang with them sissies, and I'm like, I thought he was a gang member. I thought he was a gangster. I thought he was a straight nigga. I mean, you feel me? Like, ain't he like that? He hang with this sis a whole lot. Now, was it a sis or a gay man that just was a regular looking nigga? Feminine looking sis, like, especially when they go smoking with him and shit. Like, I don't look down on gay folks, I'm not gay, you know what I'm saying? So I know in prison, I watch how I interacted with them, don't be around too much. Not only you have the motherfucker try to slander you or wonder about you, but the gay motherfucker wonder like, damn, why he want to hang up under me so much? What he must like me or something, I just seen niggas who I didn't expect hanging, doing shit, fucking, and they end up fucking with them. Tell me the first place was you saw this was in DeKalb County Jail. I think it was in DeKalb. Remember how you called me one day some years ago and you was in DeKalb County Jail before you was sent to a prison and you said they got a whole flow up there? Yeah, see that they go their own part. Yeah, they got the alternative lifestyle part. And you said one day, how did you get to go up there? You said you seen them. It looked like I was on eighth floor. I didn't go up there. It was an eighth floor. There were 6 pods. I think 1, 2, 3 or 400. And they got regular floors up there, so they got regular pods all around it. And they was in 3 or 400. It was 300. I think we was in the regular part 400. So we were right next door to them when I went up to the eighth floor. That was all. They said they changed them. Yeah, that was all. Looking like women up there, tear their ass, weaving their head. And I done seen niggas leave out the regular dorms and go in there with them. Like this one day, it was like 2 in the morning. The one that said he wanted to carry out the dorm. I guess he moved. I thought he moved to another floor or another floor. With, other regular niggas, straight niggas, so called straight hood, whatever you want to call it. So I moved up there to the eighth floor, and the alternative lifestyle part was up there. And one day we were going to rec car to play basketball, and I walked past. We got to walk past the alternative lifestyle part where the sisters, the trainers and shit, yeah, the sisters. That I look and see that nigga sitting on the table, watch the TV. I said, boy, what the fuck you doing in there, boy? What the hell? Boy? I said, boy, hell nah, boy, ain't no way, boy, you went there and get for it, boy. He told me, I'm on PC, I'm on PC. I said, man, hell nah, PC on the other side of the jail, boy, your ass in there trimming, nigga. But you told me too, you told my mama, if your mind ain't straight, it'll kind of confuse you and fuck you up because you see them playing basketball and they got a big old ass like a woman and big titties, but then you say you could feel you like, mama, it smell like a man, it's still a man. I could tell it's a man. You could feel me. I knew what it was. Like, shit. And then they be trying. You tell when it's trying. You tell, that's crazy to me. So you saying when men say, because a lot of them look just like women, you still saying, oh, it's a man though. You said they lying when they say they got, whenever they get caught and they'll be like, I didn't know. It looked just like a woman. But then you say you had a ex-friend of yours. Yeah, like Rico. Rico did. Rico ain't shocked. Fuck that friend into my he ain't know, start crying to my he ain't know. How the hell you know you say that? You kept trying to touch between the motherfucking legs. The motherfucker kept moving your hand to my stomach hurt. I'm on my period. He called Chopper. Chopper said he did him the same way. But did you? So you fucking in the ad the whole time. That motherfucker want you to touch his dick. Did he think it was a vagina? You think he knew it was he's fucking his man had to know he was fucking in the ad. With these in prison, how did you know some of these guys were they attractive guys that you saw them up there with the training? They're attractive guys. Yeah, they look like regular attractive. Is the guy attractive? Chris, you know what I'm saying. You can, if you look at a man and he looks like a regular man and he looks like an attractive heterosexual man, that's what I'm saying. I'm not asking you like you a bitch and telling a nigga fine and all that. Is it an upstanding, clean, well-groomed, mannish looking man, which you would think? I seen niggas with tattoos like me, waves, you think they a player nigga, they fucking with female. I done seen niggas like that. When did you find out how some of them had girlfriends and wives and baby mamas and kids? Huncho like that. Huncho got that tattoo, waving their hair. He always pulling up on females and shit. Females you talk to him. He had a girlfriend on the street, turn on the phone too. But he was always up under this sister named Star. Star used to press his clothes for him. He had Star written on the back of his uniform. What? Sister name. He told me some just Star said he had to because when they first let it know they came their Star uniform. I'm like, hell no, you and the bitch started saying to me, he went his sister nine when we come find out he was an undercover sister. Remember how you told me, you called me from Buchanan County? You said you would find out too because when you have visits, you saw men in there that you thought was gay. They come around the corner when they go up there throwing kisses and doing their baby mama and wives and kids. That's another friend. The nigga, kind of what you call him, thing one, like kind of light skin, swole, had curls in their hair. And he used to play basketball, he played football, real athletic. And he was talking to this short, he was about in his 40s. He was talking, he had a boyfriend that was like in his 20s. Short, dark skin, he was muscular too. And them motherfuckers were crazy about each other. Man. I'm saying that Genuine, the one look like Genuine be playing basketball, football. A nigga might look at him and look black girl, but check you about like why you keep looking at my bitch for? Why keep looking at my girl for? Why you keep looking like that? So he never come to me like that, but I seen him checks pull up on me. Why you keep looking at my bitch for? What? Genuine. Yeah, looking at Chaz nigga, why he keep looking at Genuine? But Genuine will go to visitation on the weekend and kiss his baby mama kids in the mouth with his dick stuck in there. You had your mouth on nigga ass and dick. Now, how did y'all know who? So he was a bottom or a top and a bottom? Oh, versatile. Oh, what is he was a freshman sport, but he looked like he was the bottom, but you never know. I don't know. I don't know that. No, I would ask, did the sisters tell they business? I have never tried to. Yeah, no, that's they business. Try out, you see, you don't see, you hear, you don't hear. But I'm saying, why would you say he kissed his babies and they mother? That was blatant. We could see that. That on visitation, he kissed his baby mom and his kids. No, baby, what I'm saying is,
Okay, y'all, hold
you
on.
just assume he was messing with that.
So let's take a pause right quick because I have to go in the house. But this would be my thing. Like I remember because I know what he's talking about when he's talking about DeKalb County Jail because actually I got locked up and they took me to jail. They said that I was jaywalking, like I wasn't walking in the crosswalk, but it was just some cops, and I already knew that cop. It was like our brothers. Like he could have just let us go, but he wanted to call my name out on the intercom and try to embarrass me. And at that point in time, child, we was just leaving the club. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So I was feeling myself, and I was like, you know, I was like, I had ignored him when he had called my name, and he was like, "Okay, I'm about to take you to jail." But it actually was a blessing because I'd rather have went to jail for jaywalking than a DUI than getting a DUI. Like I'd rather go to jail for, and that was like so petty. And um, they had gave me a bond and stuff. I didn't bond out. I just did like the 2 weeks. I was like, there's no need for me to bond out because then I don't want to go through the court. I don't want to go through no probation. Let me just go ahead and get this on up out the way and let me go ahead and, move forward with my life. So y'all give me a second because I'm getting out the car and we're gonna go and sit on the front porch. Um, give me a second. Y'all. So this is what I like to do. Oh, yeah, this is what I like to do. That's not okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, bear with me. All right. I'm gonna have to go in the house and get my little robe. It's kind of cold. All right, y'all. All right, listen. So he was meant to sit behind his clothes and write his name. Oh, this two different situations. Well, whichever one you saw. That was the nigga Huncho, the nigga I said that. Dog. He had tattoos, wave and shit, dog, and he talks to people. I was playing with him, fucking punk. This other nigga, it's a whole situation when I was in prison. Like, two dudes fucking with each other. One look like Genuine, with dog skin, but the one like Genuine will also go get taken and kisses baby mama kids. No, what I'm asking you is, so since you said I ain't really know we asked no question, y'all assume they was fucking. Okay, so y'all hold on. Okay. All right, there we go. No, it was a relationship. The whole prison was in a relationship. The officers, everybody knew that was in a relationship. It was fucking. I just told you to check a nigga when he playing sport. Why you looking at my bitch? That's my boyfriend. That's my bitch. Oh, so he admitted. Yeah, everybody knew. So even though he was real. No, and I wasn't nigga fucking around with another nigga. Well, you were saying y'all didn't really know the details, and so there was. He did not know no details like how they suck, who fucking, who on the top, who on the bottom. No, nigga don't know that much. Okay. He didn't know when they walk around with their arm around each other and holding hands. What? Yeah. So even though these niggas was fine and the females looking at them, they didn't give a fuck that the female COs or anybody else knew that they were missing. I ain't care. Someone, you think someone had a bunch of time, some they don't even have time like that. They might not have but 5 or 10 years or something like that. They don't. But mailman who used to come down here, Ishmael had over 3 years. He said he didn't want to go home when I was in Central. He was fucking with his big black sis and he worked in the kitchen. Yeah, every time I come to child, they'll be right across from each other at the table, preserve table. And he went home. It was like February. He went home in March. He said he didn't want to go home. He want to stay home and stay there. That's it. So did he do something to get back in there, or did the sister get out? No, since we was in high school, man, I always go for the same charge for robbery. Not armed robbery, just for robbery. He'll give about 3-4 years and come home every time. So the sis was cooking lunch for him. They had a special reserved table there eating together. Mm-hmm. Could the sister cook some good food, though? I don't know. Oh, he didn't cook for all y'all to come and get your lunch plate and stuff. He couldn't work right there in the kitchen, so he used to make whatever they only probably did with special shit. Okay. Is there any way that a woman could know Chris when she visiting with the kids to see if he like that? Or I feel like a woman intuition. A woman really got intuition, she'll know. There's a lot of women don't have intuition. Some female not either. They don't even care. What you been saying? These bitches that fuck niggas who fuck niggas. They know he fucking a nigga. Yeah. And they'll let him come home and do a threesome. Yeah. Why do you think that is from your generation and what you're saying? Are they desperate and ain't that many men to go around? Or I don't know. You consider that my generation. That's your age group, not my age group. That's from S. It wasn't that open when I was growing up. I was in Rockdale County. This nigga, he smoked dope. He was real big, real muscular. Bald head with teeth were gone in front, like kind of sunk in. I don't know if he had any now. He was real muscular with his face was kind of sunk. And he said he was fucking with this bitch. He said she was bad. I don't know how she looked. Said she had a big old bush. Said she was a sports agent. And say she had a lot of money. She took him in, started whining and dining him. Say one day they had a threesome, him, her, and a tranny. She watched him get his dick sucked and fuck that tranny, and she fuck. And we were laughing about it. Oh, geez, still my hair. And we walked out. I was like, nigga, you heard the fuck he just said? He really just openly told us that him and his bitch had a threesome with a tranny. I heard that too. I seen this man. He was real built a long time ago. He was a porn star, and he said black women would pay him to come over and cheer him on as he fucking their husband in the ass. Yeah. And that they let their husband do that. Said some black women that's real nasty and freaky like that. They be trying to talk about what white women do and what a black woman won't do. He said it's plenty of them because he said this young boy was on the set and they was taping and he said the boy did something that pissed him off because they say yeah, he got a big long dick. I forgot his name. He was an older man, dark skinned, very muscular, very attractive, do gay porn. He said he ramrodded him on the set to send him to the hospital because he had pissed him off or upset him. Have you heard any stories like that in jail where niggas get raped or niggas fuck them, they have to go to the hospital, but they try to keep it on the low and them got their ass bust off? Yes, I seen it in the I didn't see. I heard about a story. Your boy Sprout. Your boy Sprout had that rape that sits in the hole. So they had to come pull him off, strap off him. I don't think you could pop the doors in some holes, some administrative segregation units. You pop the doors open. Let's say they get slick. After come pull and strap off. By the time you pulled him off the system, I think the system name was Kelly. By the time you pulled the system out, I guess the Kelly had to go to the hospital because he had Sprout had them blood killer assholes.
So the sister didn't like him. No, the sister didn't like him. Sister had worked him, but Kelly used to keep up a lot of shit anyway, so I ain't like, feel sorry for his ass. But he break the hell out of Kelly ass. But Kelly never went to the hospital. But he never admitted it. It was all the officers said, so I knew it no lie. Why they talk so the officers tell them people business? Everybody him. They still him, the officers still him. So you said Kelly started shit with people. He used to roll around telling lies or saying who. Yeah, some niggas are like, I'll pay him. If they don't like this nigga, I had niggas try to do it to me. Nigga didn't like me about a female. I was fucking with a correction officer. Nigga went and paid Kelly to tell the bitch, this correction officer, I was fucking. And I was getting. What? I was fucking her. So she said, she tried to say, the female gonna ask her shit, how that dick look, how he couldn't describe my dick. She said, he was lying. I knew he was lying. And he lied on my homeboy Swag. They say me a Swag with twin Swag with light skin, two tattoo. He said he tried to lie on Swag. He said some shit bullshit about Swag. Say they were going on a date that night. And then she said, next week she came back to work and said, how that date went? He was like, what date? Like he had forgot his story. She said, I knew he killed a lying and I ain't feel sorry when they said Sprout bust his ass over and sent him to the hospital. So nobody else felt sorry for him either? Yeah, Kelly kept up shit. Okay, tell me this, because I know it's important, just like you went with one of your lady friends that got tested a couple of weeks ago. In prison, do you know who's HIV positive and who's not? Put them right in the cell with you don't know. What? Yeah, they don't tell you. Remember how you told me, was it decaf or was it in prison? You said because there's a flow and there's medication they bring on. I ain't never tell you that. You don't know. They put them right in there with you. They don't have no special flow for them. I thought you said somebody there's a psych ward, who getting it, who's mental because there's a psych. Yeah, psych flow. You know who go to pill cops, you don't know what they get. You get pill high blood pressure, you get diabetes, you get pill low iron, anything. You don't know what the folks take. I thought you had mentioned to me before that they have a flow. So they got a psych flow, but they don't have an HIV flow? Nope. I swear I remember you said something. I said I remember health flow. They ain't got no HIV flow. They mixed in the regular population. Have you heard anything? Did anybody ever say anything about anybody being positive? I heard somebody say, you never know those. Some niggas said just to keep you off on. I know one nigga said he caught it from a bad bitch, said he had HIV then. I know this one nigga, when I went to the care last year to take care of them charges, this one boy, he didn't like bloods. They said he had HIV for real. They said he gonna goddamn stab or fight or do anything. Any blood he run across, think he was jail. They said he got down blood. Was saying, watch that nigga. He got him to try to do something on the blood. He got that shit. So nobody ever admitted that they had it in there. That's what Jackson, my boy Jackson been saying he had it. Say he caught it from a bad bitch down in Florida. What about anybody that was gay in there or messing with gay men? I ain't gonna lie. All the motherfuckers got it. If you had me, because I protect the state with everybody. You got to take them hormones and now they be having titties and shit. So they be fucking them. So by law, they do let them grow breasts. They got to go get their hormone shot. So they can have a big ass like a woman to have breasts. And do they talk about some men get comfort from them because they look like women and have women body parts? I done seen nigga cry about this and really started crying. Bankhead, somebody from Bankhead. Bankhead was crying about this sister named Diamond. Diamond looked like Samuel L. Jackson with titties. What? The Bankhead was crying. Yeah, they talking to that nigga. Fuck yeah. Or we was in the hole. The sister Diamond went to the hole. Bankhead followed Diamond, but they put Bankhead in another room. All right, y'all, give us 1 second. We are going to take a 1 minute break and we'll be right back. We're just gonna switch up our studio.
right, we are back. Listen here, it is a lot going on tonight. Okay, we are here. We are diving into the life of the down low. Okay, the life of the down low. These guys that are, partaking in activities and are not being upfront and honest with their partners and things like that. And so what this gentleman is saying is, as he was in there, he witnessed, some of these guys like being heartbroken over a man, you know, because their man left, or, he moved on, he found him a new piece of meat. And like they get shipments in all the time, right? They get shipments in all the time. All right, let's go. Uh huh. Okay. Hey, y'all. Michael is in the chat, says they won't grape the person. He was straight, get unalived in prison if you do anything to a child. Oh, okay. All right. Y'all ready? Let's go.
Kid, black kid was crying about this sister named Diamond. Diamond looked like Samuel L. Jackson with titties.
What?
The black kid was crying. Yeah, they talking to that nigga. Fuck, we was in the hole. The sister Diamond went to the hole. Bankhead followed Diamond, but they put Diamond. Bankhead in another room. Bankhead was trying to get in the room. Diamond, I guess Bankhead was yelling down there. Bankhead could see her. You know, they're watching that nigga check your dick. Man, I'm gonna kill you, Diamond. Man, Diamond, I love you, man. Baby, I love you. I'm up gonna get on the phone and get a cash out for you so I can get you some cream, some milk, and some weed and some cigarette.
What?
Bankhead was acting crazy about this sister.
And the sister didn't want him no more. He was just holding.
Using it for that money, I said, sister, I really don't know the detail. I just know Bankhead was paying and Bankhead was crying and going crazy about this sister.
So, what? Okay, if you see women going to visit men now that you're out, is there anything you can tell them that they could maybe look for or changes in their man to suspect something going on? Because I know you're going to say they definitely should get tested when they get out, right?
Yeah, get tested first and foremost. And I guess when you go down there and get some heads, try to stick your finger in his ass and see if he'll go for it.
Some of them could try to act like don't touch my ass, like they hard because they don't want the woman to think.
Them sis they're going to go for it. But some of them, you got the one to say they don't get fucked. They do the fucking. So
damn.
I just say a woman intuition, you'll know. Or bring a gay friend around. Mm-hmm. Gay them sissy pick that shit up too. Mm-hmm. Bring a gay friend around. They'll know.
But you saying definitely when they get out, if they don't want to get tested, that's a sign. And no matter how much she love him or how mature she got behind,
you shouldn't have no problem getting tested.
She shouldn't fuck him raw if he don't want to get tested.
Hell no.
So you saying there's no way you can tell when a woman going to visit her man because he gonna be kissing on her and the babies and acting like.
I mean, certain women different. I mean, I say a woman intuition, but like you said, every woman ain't got the intuition. So,
or a lot of them will still be with him. A lot of these black women real freaky and just as nasty.
You got females that don't mind that shit now. So.
Oh my God. Well, go on and add something to it while we got time. What else you want to add to it? You can go as raw as you want to, or whatever else you want. You feel like the women should know. This for our first segment. What they need to be thinking about. What they need to know about they niggas that be on the low and they're in jail.
I mean, for the ones that condone this shit, and for the women that don't condone this shit, I feel like the safer thing to do, like to get tested first and foremost. You don't want to be spraying shit around. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to catch nothing. You don't want to spray it on nobody else. I don't just always watch out for patterns, abnormal patterns, the normal patterns, and turning the abnormal patterns. And, always, hey, look, even though some people, it ain't right, but sometimes you got to do it. Have a little test and shit. Like I said, bring a gay friend around her. Have your little test. Like, let me test him and see if he's going to go for it. Let me test if he's going to go for that. Or do a little certain shit. See if he go for it.
I'm trying to put your finger in his butt or
watch some gay porn with him. Had two niggas fuck, see if he'll watch some gay porn with you or something. Just a little certain shit, just a little certain, it gonna come out.
Anything you notice about niggas in the shower? Niggas trying to hit on niggas, or niggas looking at niggas, or did any men ever complain to something?
I mean, like I said, when we were down there, I only been in 2 prisons where we had, well, I think 1 or 2 prisons. I've been in 10 prisons, 1 or 2 where niggas, that's their movie shit. Niggas don't shower in the shower with each other. Niggas going there one at a time. Niggas don't do that. That's that old black and white prison shit.
So what are you saying? It's not easy to be raped in there?
Nigga getting away ass now. Niggas still get raped, but niggas giving up ass.
What about what
you got some dorm, you got gang members don't condone that shit. They'll beat your ass, stab your ass. They catch you doing that shit.
One man told me sometimes that fucking in the ass don't be about no rape shit, it be about debt.
Still a fuck, nigga. You still a sissy.
No, I'm asking, did you
get away for debt? I can beat your ass, I can stab you, I can make you do push up, I can make you clean up. So why is fucking in the ass you gonna blame it on debt? No, you's a fuck boy. You's a fuck boy. You trying to make an excuse to get you some ass.
So if a man owe another man some money for food or dope,
nigga owe me money before I might make him go stand in the corner. I might make him go clean everybody's toilet in the dorm. I might make him go clean the shower. I might make him go do push-ups and jumping. I might PT his ass. You know what I'm saying? I might make him pay me interest after that. You trying to fuck a nigga now? You just want an excuse to get some ass. You want to try to put somebody in debt, put them in the bind so you can fuck.
Did you hear about any of that?
Yeah. I heard that before.
So they didn't tell, they just kept it to themselves.
Yeah, you know, a lot of shit need to keep secret. Yeah, I heard a nigga with that old debt, though, you make him pay ass. Or now this boy in the dorm, I ended up putting him out doing it, boy named J-Rock. He got life sentence. A white boy in a wheelchair with one leg named Ash. Smoke scripts and do meth. So J-Rock do too. So I get J-Rock, he bought some meth. This thing got Ash, the white boy in a wheelchair with one leg high. Had him have about 3 days. Pull a dick out after 3rd and say, nigga, I've been getting you how this meth for 3 days. Nigga, you gonna suck my dick, nigga. I've been getting you high, feeding you dope, and you gonna suck my dick. And it was crazy how I ended up beating J-Rock ass one day. We had got into a situation. I beat him up and then put him out the dorm. And another white boy wrote me a letter. He said, "Help trip," and then walked over, opened the letter. I think I still got it. He said, "Man, I appreciate you for putting him out the dorm, man. That motherfucker was out of control. He put his dick out on me one night." I said, "Man, he put his dick out on all these white boys."
Wait a minute. So the white boy was handicapped with one leg, and he want to turn him into a dick sucking meth head. Damn.
He was already a meth head. Just want to suck his dick.
That's what I'm saying.
So like that old man Looper that called you talking about somebody, that girl. See, I told him, man, called him coming out that same one leg white boy cut.
So the white boy was a one leg dick sucker that was a meth head.
Yeah, he was a dick sucker.
But he didn't want to suck. That man did.
I guess he forced it on him, got aggressive with it, scared him, I guess.
So handicapped people's in there sucking dick and smoking meth.
Smoking K2, smoking meth.
You know what? This is so a white one legs is in there sucking niggas' dicks. I have to see later. For some reason, these are being deleted because I wanted to see if the women, but I guess I'll see. Maybe I can see it later if they. What other questions? Didn't you say something about two? You can also tell when 2 men are a couple because they'll put a sheet up when they supposed to be fucking or something.
Yeah, they go in the system with behind the curtain or with the door closed and shit like that.
So the system where they have some curtain or a sheet up or how they?
Yeah, if the nigga behind the tent with a system, something wrong. Sometimes nigga might be doing business too regular too. If it's a well-known system and you behind a closed door or curtain, whatever, it's something wrong. There's something going on.
So y'all don't say nothing. Y'all just, let them do their business and go like that.
They be. I'm just not gonna smoke with you. I don't want to be around you. Cause I don't want to.
Oh man! But don't the sisters be making a lot of money in there? Is that?
I don't know.
But some of them that do. You think?
Be some broke ass sisters just want to fuck.
But you think? The ones that make money, you think that's how they entice so-called straight men? The sisters that do be getting money and be scamming? Because they buy them stuff and take care of them? Or the trannies?
Sometimes everybody scamming a bit.
No, but I think you did. Sometimes tell me some kind of story, because I know a lot of them trannies do take care of men. And I talked to one and I knew them on the internet too. They get money and they buy. Sometimes they'll go overboard. They'll buy them more than a regular woman would. And the men get caught up on the money or gay for pay or something. You never.
And I heard that too, gay for pay.
In the prison.
Yeah, prison ain't on the street.
Remember, I think you told something about one of them that moved up there and where the trannies be and kind of got caught up on one tranny because he was supposed to be straight, but the tranny would do anything for him and gave him a lot of money, like buying stuff.
I know it doesn't happen before it happens.
And these men supposed to be straight.
You even supposed to be straight to me, goddamn. If you'll do something for some money, because you're it. Shit, I'm on my dick. I stay broke. Shit, you got some nigga that rob
people in
you got
jail.
some nigga like, I don't win it. I go work in the kitchen, goddamn, and eat whatever they give me after my shift over with from that hunger. So I believe it's already in you anyway.
If a man to do that and they don't get no money from home or money from their family.
Yeah, situation like that.
Can you wear clothes and shoes or jewelry and something that somebody bought you in there?
Yeah, you can't get it in through the prison though. You gotta find a way to get it in.
But
which ain't no secret. Everybody know niggas shit on strong. Bitches bring shit.
But Chris, how do people get to, like, men have sex with men correction officers, women have sex with the male inmates? How does this happen and nobody know? I thought they had cameras everywhere. How do y'all men have a relationship and women be getting pregnant by inmates and shit?
It's a mean way to skin a cat. Now you can put that out there or see.
Oh,
now you can, just a mean way to skin a cat.
So you don't. Why you don't want nobody to know that? What, you scared your ass might get back in there?
I ain't hell no. I'm just not gonna put nobody to somebody else. I did just because I'm free. Don't mean I'm gonna tell somebody else gonna do that. Damn, I ain't gonna fuck nobody else move up what they doing. So, ain't nobody fuck my move where they were hating on me, but I ain't get caught.
So what you saying? Some of these men
that they know it's blind spots everywhere. Everybody know there's blind spots everywhere.
No, there were some men that also come home to their wife, been going with a woman in there. It ain't just no men. They're actually going with women that work in there.
Yeah. I went with a woman that worked in there.
But you're not married though, and got no kid. I'm saying some of these men, are they faithful or been to themselves? They might not be gay or doing no bisexual activity, but they also would get feelings for or fall in love with.
Yeah, normal niggas and that shit. You away from your wife and your kids. Shit, you getting lonely now. Some shit. Normal to me. You be married or not.
Do you know if they got anybody pregnant in them?
Yeah, plenty.
Do they have abortions or what do they do?
I mean, I don't really know everybody personal being, but the ones I seen, they had.
What, Chris?
Yeah.
And they boss or something never found out. They never got fired.
I seen the GBI come one time. They said they wanted to take this girl DNA, see if it matched up to the boy. She quit. You got an inmate. She quit.
Damn. Somebody told them? Like, how did it get to the GBI?
I think she was fucking him on camera. On the camera watching.
And that's supposed to be illegal?
Everybody knew about it. Yeah, it's illegal. You supposed to be fucking on inmate.
Damn. She must have liked him because you said she got pregnant and quit and kept the baby.
Yeah, I believe so. I don't know. I believe she kept it though.
Was he still in there when they came to investigate?
Yeah, I seen him last year. He still that same prison.
But he didn't tell.
No, he didn't tell.
Damn, I wonder how did they know and want to do DNA? I guess it's trying to get her.
I told they were fucking on camera. And I think everybody knew about that shit. I was hearing about it.
Wow.
The correctional officer I was having a relationship with.
But you saying it's a way to fuck for an employee that'll fuck an inmate without getting caught on camera.
There's blind spots everywhere.
You just not gonna give me no details.
There's blind spots everywhere.
So these women need to know not only is they man might be fucking a man in there, they might be going with a woman in there.
Yeah, everybody know that.
Okay, so I see y'all are going in on these comments. I'm trying not to interrupt, but I want y'all to just take notes and y'all just tell me what y'all are thinking. And I'll go back through the comments. So if it's something that you're scratching your head about, like, that don't sound too right, make sure you put it in the comments. So then when we finish this live, I can come back and then we can go over it. But thank you all for your participation. I did put up a link, a poll. Please take that. I did put us up a goal. I believe I set it to 5 tonight. If we can get 5, that'd be amazing. All right, let's go.
And I wonder why the COs don't use no condom. Why are they fucking the inmate raw? They know better than that.
Just same ring they need to do on the street. Just fuck raw.
Somebody they like, I guess they just want to get some knee-deep, pure, butt-naked dick.
Damn, I got tested when I was out there. I wouldn't use no protection enough.
They didn't ask you to?
No.
You heard that on the news? Because you talking about how that inmate gave that CO HIV?
Oh, PO. He got out and gave his PO HIV.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's a CO and PO? I'm sorry.
Correctional officer.
Yeah.
Probation and parole officer.
What?
Yeah, y'all was fucking his PO.
So that was not in jail. It was out.
Outside.
Did they lock him up?
I think so.
Because I think that's illegal to know. Did he know he had it? Probably goddamn did.
He probably did.
Probably fucking men's and women's in jail and then gonna do that and get that lady that shit. Oh, wow. I can't see them.
Folks on them now. That's how many people on them.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody had said they was enjoying it, so I didn't know. I can't see them. If anybody got any questions and certain shit your ass don't want to motherfucker see. Somebody said it's funny and informed. Some shit you don't want to motherfucking tell.
I mean, what if somebody they say, "Oh, that would they be fucking at?" You don't know who listening.
Well, you
know that's good enough. That's no blind spot there. Just like on the street, it's blind spot there. Well,
okay, well, we'll come back then.
If you want you some pussy now, you got your career. You gonna thank your way into that get you some pussy. Cause I want me some pussy. Get away. I'm finna thank my way into this situation so I can make it happen. Shit, get what you gonna find a way.
So you telling me y'all in there geeking and freaking? You can do whatever you want in there. Get porn style sex, pussy and dope, dick, money and weed, basically, and get your dick sucked and all that. So the grown women PO sucking dick.
I mean, they human beings too.
And then you bust raw nuts in them. Basically. What you like? You ain't you trying to like pause.
Basically.
So you doing everything you want to do.
From time to time.
So they sucking dick and holding balls in their jaw and nut.
From time to time.
Do you hit on them? Did they hit on you?
I had both.
Were you younger than these women?
When I was fucking younger than me, I think when I was like 31, she was about 25. And another one I had, I went fucking, she would bring me country band. We were the same age. Then another one, she was also 25 when I was like 32.
Oh, so you never dealt with any older ones?
No, just my age or younger. I could have, but
you said, well, they didn't trust you or thought you were lying or something?
I mean, I just caught whoever. I just caught the vibe with the one who caught the vibe with me. I wasn't looking for no certain age range. I was on shit. I like whoever liked me.
Okay, so you're saying if they wanted to give inmate money, it was a way to do it? If a correction officer working in there,
they can fly money in on the drone.
I'm talking, but if they wanted to personally give you something to help you out, it was a way.
Yeah, I had a female, the one that I just told you got pregnant. She was trying to talk to me at first. Once she trying to talk, she figuring out which one, and she got to me and Swag. They say we look like brothers. She told him, she said, I ain't finna, she could bring me free world food. The one who I told you got pregnant, she quit when they had her DNA. Mm-hmm. She could bring me free world food too. And one day she was like, I ain't gonna bring you no dope, but I'll give you some money if you want to flip. She like, so you can go buy you some dope and make a flip. I said, I'll cash up you some. I ended up not fucking with her. She brought me some food a few times and Swag ended up getting her pregnant.
Oh, you didn't like her?
She cool as hell though.
So you saying the lady was cool, but the lady was ugly?
They call her truck driver. And she was young too. She was like 25.
And she looked like a truck driver by the head?
Built. No ass, flat ass with some big titties and a long stomach.
So
you call her truck driver.
So you went fuck her because her titties was long and her ass was flat and she built up like a truck driver.
I mean, I was in there, so I ain't I'm a man and they so I would have hit, but
you really didn't like her,
Yeah, I would have fucked her and like she was fuckable.
Damn.
I hit truck driver.
So you telling me are some of these employees got husbands at home, Chris, that's fucking these male?
Yeah.
What? And they in there sucking dick and everything?
Yeah, I seen the captain over the prison. His wife was a correctional officer there. Captain goddamn man, the nigga was fucking captain wife. I seen that at 2 prisons, nigga fucking the captain's wife. What?
Mm-hmm. And you don't think their husbands knew?
Yeah, they knew.
Oh, what?
Yeah, they knew. The wife ended up getting fired too. The captain, one of the captains in one prison, he treated him, kind of fucked up after this shit.
Oh my God. So, and then the other one that knew he didn't care?
I mean, yeah, he did. He just ain't. Okay, he wasn't as emotional as the other cap. But I want to shout out, Central State Prison. They treated me good. Central State Prison. Not saying prison cool and that like that. They treated people well. Shout out to he wore Warren Jefferson. He retired now. He really ran. He knew how to. A lot of people didn't like Warren Jefferson because they say he shook down a lot. Warren Jefferson knew how to run that prison. You know what I'm saying? Central, they treated you good. And I want to shout out to Coastal State Prison because they made me real even more militant in the mind because they had like tactics that'll make you fuck with your mental. Like I tell you to throw me in the strip cell in the cold. I think that's some dirty shit how they used to do me. But I want to thank them because that shit made me tough in the mind and made me strong.
Do you think that's why a lot of like some men get out and they might beat their wife or be abusive to their baby mama or something, can't really have good relationships with women because of psychological things they went through?
There's certain shit I like. I got TV you bought me. I don't even watch TV no more. Because I used to be like, I gotta be on guard. I don't even want to watch TV. Let them nigga watch TV. It certainly got me to the point where like, damn, I don't even watch TV no more. Like they say, after you do 10 or better, it take you about 5 to 8 years to de-institutionalize and readapt. So I'm still been out with a month and a half, 2 months. I'm still readapting.
Do you think too? Can you give women any sign about that? Have you seen it? I don't know if you've seen anybody person say this out that you heard was on DL, and now do you think too that's why some men can't really get with women because they secretly done fell in love with men or like doing anal? Because I've also heard some women say when they man get out of jail,
oh yeah, we want to hit the ass too much.
Yeah, he really like that more than the pussy.
Yeah, he don't want to hit the pussy, he want to hit straight ass. You gotta watch that.
That's also a sign.
That's a sign, yeah.
Anything else you could think? Because see, I hope that you was looking at this stuff or talking to them. Not trying to say you trying to figure out like men, but to look out for the women, us. Because there's a lot of women that don't like that. They not finna deal with their man fucking on man. They're not finna do no threesome and put themselves. It's just too dangerous. So I had heard somebody say that. So it's when they was like a friend of hers that was in love with this real fine ass nigga. You was little, and she was like, she thinks I'm wrong with him. The girl need to figure it out because he only requested to fuck her anally. He didn't really want her pussy. And she's like, I don't know how she could not think that that's strange. This nigga been fucking niggas.
I mean, like on some occasion, okay, one occasion he want to hit the ass.
That's fine.
But every time?
She said he always requested her in her ass. And she said, I don't know why she don't think that that's strange. Especially when he had done like 10 to 12 years in prison.
You got some freak bitches, they only want straight in the ass.
You meet them like that?
I have. I've known about them.
Do they say why they don't want vaginal? They just,
I don't know. It ain't just, I just most of them I've been around too. I ain't never fucked. I done been around. One bitch, they say her pussy was so loose. She from Albany. They say her pussy was so loose. You had to hit her in the ass.
What? So instead of her going to get pussy surgery and vaginal rejuvenation, but what the ass gonna get stretched out too because it don't have muscles like vagina. So clearly she's not doing her vaginal exercises or pelvic floor exercises. She's not going to get treatment to tighten her vagina up. And now her ass finna be loosened because she can't be out nowhere and have wasting her bowel, or it could come out.
Never mind. I done been with some female to get in the ass so much they got a hemorrhoid in their ass.
Oh no! So,
no.
What did you do? Did you get some preparation H, or you just didn't?
Yeah, that I ain't got nothing to do with that. That her, she need to go get something for it.
Oh, you wasn't.
She know what she need for her ass.
You weren't interested in her.
That's exes, couple exes. They saved from when they had that baby though. They had a hemorrhoid up there.
But you,
I think from them getting slammed in their ass too much.
So they didn't admit it. They just said.
Both of my exes, when we done did anal before, and then I addressed it on the case. We were talking about it. And like, yeah, I got a hemorrhoid up there too. I got a hemorrhoid from that. Now it's when I had my baby. Now, bitch.
What you taking dicks on it? So you saying when you went in her ass, it was just relaxed like her pussy? It went hard.
That happened to me one time.
When
a female. Dude, when I had just got out, I was hearing that she asked you about 7-8 months pregnant. Him from the back. She grabbed me, slid me in, but it was kind of up high. And I say, well, she said, you in my ass? And I said, whoa. She said, you okay? You okay? You okay?
Oh, stay up in there. Yeah. Stay in my ass hole. If you all right, you where you supposed to be.
And I said, what? And then I pulled out and said, no. So I put it in the pussy. And then I pulled out. I went back in her ass, and that motherfucker went straight in like the pussy. I said, oh, she had to be taking dicks back to back. For your ass to be looking, from what I know, you got to massage the woman down. I like oil them down. Sometimes you might got to lick them right there, put your tongue right there in the ass. Finger them up, get some lube and lube them up, and then go in. I ain't never seen you stick your dick straight in a female ass except for her.
With no lube or nothing?
Nothing.
Do it feel the same as a vagina?
I mean, some of these female vaginas be kind of, I don't hit some of my exes since I've been out with my exes, and I done been with some women who they shit was kind of a little loose, like
the pussy was loose or the asshole was loose?
The pussy was loose. So like, the ass be a little tighter. It's crazy.
So you saying they don't feel the same?
That was the one who was acting silly yesterday. I guess because her pussy, she got some good tight pussy. She's a silly hoe.
Oh, but you ain't sound for the back though.
Now they don't do that every time I'm with a female.
But unless a woman requests it.
Or if I just feel if I'm just in one of them days, I'm in one of them moves. That ain't just something I just do it all the time, every time.
Because I heard men say they're addicted, but it's certain women said they hot and tight back there, they get addicted to it.
Mm-hmm.
But are you trying to tell me that some of these women ass ain't hot and wet and tight in the ass hole?
That one I dealt with, she slid with a condom on too, until we slid straight in.
It was just on. So well, what about grip to it? Did she know how to use her ass muscle?
I mean, it was tight. It was, but it just slid straight in.
So her sphincter.
I ain't never been with no girl you slide straight in their ass.
So the sphincter muscle was just open. It wasn't tight in the outside or hard to get. Yeah, the sphincter, but they had bust her sphincter muscle open. It just open like a door. Yeah, and the outside we asshole tight and grip got to give real tight. You saying it was just loose.
Slid straight in like the pussy.
But the inside wasn't loose.
No.
So she had muscle. She was open and closed. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you still don't prefer anal to vagina. You say unless it's a certain girl and the asshole real hot and tight.
Sometimes you might be in this mood. Sometimes you might be in that mood. Depending on what the mood is.
But you saying when a nigga requests all the time, he done been in jail. She need to be suspicious.
You ain't got to be jail. Just a nigga just want to ass all the time.
I forgot because
some of you niggas ain't been in jail. Ain't had been a whole bunch of time.
And women don't suspect. Women, he keep asking me for the back door all the time. And even though he ain't been in jail, this nigga must be fucking with men.
Yeah. So you gotta watch some shit when the one ain't been in jail. They always try to watch one who been in jail. Shit, some of them niggas doing that shit before they came to jail.
Then you also remember that story you told me, and this is different where I was always real strict and I ain't let you go to Little League and Boy Scout and shit and watch these teachers and these coaches. Didn't you say you had some teachers in middle school or high school or something that they asked you to come over there and then the teacher was watching gay porn?
There was an elementary school teacher that stayed down in Atlanta named Mr. Johnson, his fuck ass.
God.
He was an elementary school teacher. He used to we was in high school. Going over there, he had a liquor cabinet, weed, shit that young boy like to do, like drinking, smoking shit. When we was in high school, we come over there, get out of the weed and drink up a little. We steal liquor. He ain't say nothing. We steal balls while he upstairs. We come there, he'll put on porn, be straight porn, don't be no gay porn, but he'll have some real short Daisy Dukes.
Some booty shorts.
Some hoochie daddy shorts.
Oh, no.
And he smoking, he might cut it out, lick his tongue out. So I started going over there. But I started keeping the eyes on the one to hang with it. Why y'all still going over there? And then when I found a mailman with one on, Shane, they say Shane with one on, a couple other niggas, I always go over there.
What you find out? Was he the kind of sis that fucking young boys and getting them money or just getting them drugs? And
I think he was sucking their dick and shit, Mr. Johnson.
And just getting them drugs and
get them high on the liquor and weed.
Oh my God. Especially for a grown man, he only got boys over there. He got porn on, he got liquor, he got weed. And then time he look at y'all, some of y'all and lick his lip tongue, got like a lizard. Like a goddamn snake.
I said he weird. I started going over there. It was a whole elementary school teacher.
So he turned the young boys out. And they parents and shit didn't even know.
Whew, y'all, that was a lot. That was a lot. I want to go through some of these comments. Let's go through some of these comments and let's discuss because there was so much tea in this live. I'm like, oh my God. Okay, so let me start from the top. Let's see when y'all really started. You said Wani says, and the administration is trying to dismantle the CDC. Atlanta, St. Louis, and Houston also have very high sexual disease cases as well. Yeah, I heard like Atlanta, they are on the rise. Texas is on the rise. I didn't hear about St. Louis. I didn't know about that one. Now that's on the list. Michael says Mississippi and Louisiana right now got the most rate of diseases and unalivement over diseases. Oh Lord. Listen here, y'all gotta wrap it up. Y'all gotta strap it up. Oh, and I can't wait till we get to this comment because I think somebody said something about porn stars and that they will do anything. So I can't wait till we get to that one so I can speak up on that because y'all know I got some history up in that. Michael says, yeah, these transgenders are looking way more like women than men nowadays, but you will never know when I get the full sex change and have a vagina. You will never know, and that's crazy. Okay. Listen here. You said she's referring to DO guys who look straight. When she was talking to him, when she was like, well, what type of guys was it? She wasn't asking him like, oh, were they cute, this, that, and the third. She's like, okay, well, give us a description. Was he masculine? Was he soft? Was he, had muscles? I mean, give us a description of what these guys are. And she wasn't asking for names. But he did seem like he was holding back on a lot of stuff, baby. Uh, they get the full. Let's get it out of hand. I use the voice over to text because I'm paralyzed from the chest down, and sometimes when I say something, it says something different. That's the reason why I got to read it before I send it. Okay, Michael, and thank you for being here. Michael says, "Yes, I know it's getting worse out here." That's true, Tosa. Living life to the fullest said, and you didn't try to drive home intoxicated. In the past, yeah. Let's see. I often misspells words too. Okay. Y'all are having a conversation. It's cool. Don't you? Okay, so hey, Norris Tony. Okay, so in my late teens and early 20s, my friends used to drink and drive. I'm horrified now, and thank God everyone was okay. Yes. So let me see. Okay. Yes. Hey, Princess Sheba. Okay, this was a comment right here. You said porn stars would do just about anything, and high numbers of them unalive themselves. See, I feel like with that, for me, when I did do the work, it was more of I have a reason, I need this money, and you know, um, it was survival. And so it was not only fun, it was also free advertisement that went a long ways. I mean, still to this day, I mean, people go up for those videos that I did. And, that was a part of my life. I enjoyed it. I have no regrets about it. Let's see. But when I did my sets, oh he strapped up. Okay. We strapped up. Whenever it had come to my set and engaging with those guys, now as far as like, giving the BJ, of course that was unwrapped, but it wasn't long, you know. Yes. Okay. Okay, so Michael says that stuff really don't happen in jail. People getting raped, people that go that way in jail, they go that way. This ain't no movie, so don't believe all that BS. Okay, why? He really was. I'm truly shocked how many times we got in the drunk driver car. Child, me too. Okay. Michael says, I know a lot of people that have been in prison and they say they don't be doing that type of BS, straight getting great for no reason. They don't happen. They be in relationships. And you know what? Okay. So right there, it don't happen that way. And let me tell you, so I told y'all that I was doing my own investigation. So there's this guy in prison. He sent me like photos and things like that. He said when he gets out, he wants to get pimped. He wants to get slutted out. And this dude, he has kids, right? And so he was saying that he wanted to transition. He wants to get on the hormones, things like that. And but he's a gang member. He's an active gang member in there. And so I don't know who phone he uses, but he gets that phone, he takes those photos, and now I need you guys. Okay, so I need y'all to put questions in here. And those of you that are watching on the replay, put questions in here for when I talk to the guy and we can kind of compare and contrast answers from this guy. And then I'll even see, I don't know if I should record our phone call, but I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. Like I heard the same, unless you did something to a child, then you might get targeted there. Yeah, that is true. They won't grape the person. He was straight. Get unalive in prison if you do anything to a child. Right. That sounds about right. DL men are very dangerous. Pretending to be straight. We don't care if you're gay. Just living your truth. And I think that that's real. That right there is real. Be straight up. There's no need in lying. You know. I get suspicious if a straight man shapes his eyebrows. Okay, I'm looking at him sideways, like, what are you doing? Like, we are not about to be fighting over this mirror. Living life only if he has a unibrow. Is it acceptable? Yes. If you have a unibrow, yeah, we're gonna get that thing on. Get your manicure on together. New man, new test, new start. Get into it, Miriam Kirby. Hey Kirby. 2111, yeah, that's different. Don't get it twisted. A lot of them dudes in there that go that way will unalive you as well. Absolutely. I told y'all sissies can fight. Them sissies, oh, them big tough sissies. Oh yes, they're still in the closet, baby. They will windmill you down. Living life says, Wani, I don't date men who wear nose rings. So I'm old school. Me neither. That was just, I don't know. It's like, okay, Tupac did it and let Tupac have it. Now it's not for everybody. Michael. hmm Thank you, brother. Oh my God, one leg D suck my fit. Yes. Yes. He said that the dude said that he was getting him high for like 3 days straight, and he said he whipped it out and told the dude, "Oh, you about to give me that mouth? What that mouth do?" He said, "What that mouth do?" Michael said, "What prison this man went to? This stuff right here that he's seen sounds like a movie that don't happen like that, bro." Michael says, when they put that sheet up, that means they are choking the chicken or smoking some bud or cigarettes. They ain't doing nothing with this man saying. Oh my goodness. Okay. Why do we want? Apparently, he liked trans woman too. Girl, listen here. He knew the structure. He knew the this. He knew the that. Child. Tupac was an actor, and it was just a persona that turned into real life. Okay, get into it. Okay, hold on. Let me see. That's a tip to unaliving. Yeah, there's a lot of sports to get away to having. Oh, there's a lot of spots to get away to having X with a CO. Okay. He don't want to tell, and this is what I was saying. He didn't want to tell what was going on. Like, dude, you out? You're not saying nobody's name, and had you not been saying the prison names, I think you would have been good. But I mean, as long as you're not going back, what you hiding for? Are you scared that somebody's gonna come out here and be like, "Hey, old boy out there, he not telling y'all the whole truth"? I heard they make a makeshift woman with a rolled up shirt or towel. Yeah, they call that a fifi. So it's like one of those pocket, you know what? And they call her Fifi. Um Michael says they will not put an inmate that has AIDS with another inmate. Once you walk in that cell, they take your blood, and trust me, if they find anything, they will not push shots together. Okay, I'm assuming that they won't put them together. Yes, I do because he knows exactly what's going on, Tulsa. Okay. Not truck driver. Yeah, child, they said it was an old lady coming in there. She was young and she looked like a truck driver, but honey, they still screwed her. Michael says stuff like that happens, but that's very rare. Everybody that say there was they was locked up say they mess with a B. Oh. A lot of these dudes be lying, man, for real. For real, this crazy. This sounds like a movie this guy's selling, man. Certain things he's seeing the truth and certain things he's bull-itting. Okay. Okay. And don't get slammed into what? Okay. Get into it. Michael says, I never ate the butt and I never had sex in the butt. That was never my thing to me. I always looked at it as gay-ish. I said, nice and slow, honey, nice and slow. Okay. 111 says there's a thin membrane between the JJ and the butt. If that is torn, she will then have poop coming out both holes. Stay safe, ladies. Oh my goodness. Is giving trade right? Isn't it giving trade? Like it's giving trade, baby. It's giving trade. Michael said, Wani said she probably had prolapse. He liked that type of freaky ish. You was in there effing those men too, for real, for real. He liked that ish. That's that nasty, disgusting stuff. Oh my god. All right. Yes, it was an honest interview. Grand Rising. Hi, Miss Judy Goes. How you been, Miss Judy? Hey. Living says, I'm talking about the ones that do it as a career. Yes. Yours was temporary. I'm doing very well, 111. Thanks for asking. How have you been? Okay, y'all down there loving on each other, loving on each other, loving on each other. Yes. But okay. Oh, okay. So Wani says, is he comfortable in the skin he's in? That's because he might go back. Then he finna have a whole issue. Not a fifi. Yeah, they have. Y'all know what the fifis are. So the fifis are the things that the guys make to get them off. Where they can get into something tight and it reminds them of back home. So listen here. Now we're about to get back up into it, y'all. It's another story. Y'all ready for it? Let's go.
Back live with part two of De Niro Red HD TV. We doing another After Dark series. It's labeled both tasks. So we just laying here on the bed and let him tell some of his stories. And he appreciated. He couldn't believe y'all liked it like you did and responded like you did and commented. I'm still having an issue with my hey y'all seeing the comments. He has a cash app too for y'all to show him love and support and for me as well. I put it in the other one, but what is it, baby?
$ love LOVELAY 21 love lay 21 LOVELAY 21 Malaysia Wilson.
I put it up there, baby, so y'all can show him love and support for.
I type it in. You want me to type it in?
You know how to do it on here, like how do
Come on, Malaysia
we
Wilson.
do it
Bitch,
for
was you
comments? I don't know
Malaysia
how
in
to do
there?
it. I see other people commenting, but I don't know how to put no comments on my own. Because if you don't, it's fine. Because I do it after the live. Put it in the description so they can see and put it in the comments.
You know, I'm trying to see you put it in the comments.
I know on my phone.
You know, it's $LOVELAY 21. It's $love lay 21. $LOVELAY 21. And the name will be Malaysia Wilson. MALAYSIA Wilson. WILSON. First name Malaysia. The last name will be Wilson. Love lay 21 Malaysia Wilson.
I put it in the description afterwards. It's up to you if you want to hold it while you're talking. It was when he got out of prison and some of them niggas he knew that was in there messing with niggas, but they women didn't know. When they got out, what kind of behavior did he see with them around their women and their children so that we would know, like women would know, kind of notice things they thought that they never thought was strange or that their mama or nobody in their family never told them was strange that we now know are strange. Like
Some strange shit I done heard niggas say was he was jail gay. I was in the county jail and they
said he jail
yeah,
gay.
say he went gay on the street, say he was jail gay. That's the title here, the title itself, the name itself. Say he just do that shit when he in jail, but he don't do it on the street. You know, he fuck with women on the street and shit. Say he was jail. That's one of the strange when you say strange shit. That's some of the strange one of the strangest things I never heard a nigga say when I was locked up. And that was in the county jail in the cab.
That this he actually admitted it to
Yeah,
you.
I done heard a couple niggas admit that shit. Say they were jail gay, or they just do that. I done heard through the grapevine through another nigga. Say, oh, that nigga say he jail. What the hell that nigga got going on? So he say,
So I got a question for y'all. Do y'all feel like people can be geo gay? They could be gay for the stay? I mean, and there's nothing wrong with it, but when you really think about it, when they go down there in that prison, we don't know what's going on. They're not always going to tell us what's going on down there in that prison. And my thing is, it just gives them opportunity. And this is what I've been telling y'all the whole time. Like, oh, okay. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I can wake it up, child. Let me see if I can wake it up right quick. Hold on. Uh, mhm. Hold on. Let's see if I can wake it up. Mhm. Okay. Y'all give me 1 second.
Yo,
What up?
what's up, son?
Oh, nothing. What you doing?
About to roll, about to smoke a cigarette.
Okay. You got any roommates in there?
Oh, no. No, I'm still in the same door. I'm in the open door.
Oh, it's an open door.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
okay.
up? What you know?
Nothing. So did you ever fuck a white dude
Like ever? Or just somebody after we spoke?
after we spoke?
Nah, not after we spoke.
Damn.
That shit be down there possible when they got down. You know what I'm saying? In an open hall for the open door shit be down there possible. Because it's always everybody, somebody always will. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't got no privacy. You can't take a nigga nowhere. Feel me? Can't
Y-
get a nigga one on one.
What about the mop closet or the maintenance closet?
Now I seen the open door. Won't got no mount call. The mount call out in the shadow door. Open door, even in the open door, still though. See what I'm saying? Huh?
Oh.
But
So
yeah,
listen,
that,
no, my homeboy was telling me. Okay, so my homeboy was telling me that when y'all are putting up like the sheets over the
phone,
huh
oh, cheap,
huh
cheap. Do it.
no, like he was saying when y'all put the sheets over the window, do that mean that y'all doing something?
Oh, the window. Which window? Somebody other door? Over the window of the door?
Yeah.
No, that means taking the shit. You know what I'm saying? That means don't open the door. You know what I'm saying? That mean nigga ain't using the restroom. Don't open the door. I mean, using the restroom, you jack. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So let me ask you this: do them pretty niggas do they be getting their ass taken?
Okay, you sound pretty like pretty like a pretty boy. You sound like like you.
A pretty boy.
Oh no, cause okay, hold on. We can see how they go. I'm almost done washing my hand. Wash my hand. Got Vaseline on my hand. Hold on. No, they don't. No, they don't be like that. Okay, people like that. People who get deal like that are like rat, like a snitch. You know what I'm saying? Uh, white. Uh, you could. I guess it's possible. It depends on your size, really, though. As far as like a take, feel me? Like, as far as take, yeah, as far as that now, about taking something. So, yeah, you're a pretty ass nigga. Yeah, shit, he probably in the game. It's the only way he gonna be able, you know what I'm saying? Like, go blood shit like that. If he ain't like that. Like, if he like that, shit, he gonna get that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
He gonna get that.
I'm saying like this dude, like okay, so he's light skinned, he got tattoos, and he's not that big. But he was just saying like the trannies and things like that. Do the niggas be focused on the trannies and all that and trying to
Oh,
stay away from them?
yeah, yeah. Like, staying away from him, hell yeah. Fuck yeah. You're not gonna have no dealings like publicly. You're not gonna be yes, they be trying to stay up. Okay, in my dorm, yes, they be trying to stay away. So much so to where certain dorms, right, like my dorm, they're not even allowed in here. You know what I'm saying? The nigga came to the door and he was goddamn finna move in the dorm. And somebody literally was like, oh no, that's a ball. Feel me? Oh no, don't be like, no, hell no, but it can't come home. Nah, hell nah, they don't know nobody. Fuck no. Won't do that. So I'm saying you gotta fuck no, hell nah. And now tell nigga had to help you. Tell nigga had woo. Feel me? But we ain't gonna let we're not gonna let no sister don't feel no sign.
Okay,
Cause
so no
it's
sissies in the dorm.
yeah, what? Hell no. It's a bunch of rich room for real niggas. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck no shot? You know what I'm saying? Who dealing like that? Like, nobody dealing like that. So what's why the hell this man come in here? And he don't know nobody in here. So I'm saying they should be political. You know what I mean? About who you know, where you from. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, shit. Us, we from the east side. Okay, cool. We from the city. Right? Out top. You know what I'm saying? We talking about something. We from the city. Okay, boom. Shit, we from the east. Okay, cool. We from the east, so you know what's expected of us. All right, bro. You know what I mean? Get
Mm-hmm.
money, fucking hoe.
Fucking
Feel me?
house. Right.
Get money, fucking hoe. Like, you know what I mean? Looking the part. You're gonna get fancy at some point. All right, cool.
Yeah.
East side shit. You know
Well,
what I mean?
listen.
Like that.
Hold on, cause actually I'm getting a call. This is my auntie. She's traveling, but give me a minute. Let me visit with her, and then I'm gonna dial you right back. But I need you to get a white dude, and I need you to make him your sissy.
And
Can
but
you
not,
please
I
work
can't
on
do
that?
that. I can work on that. Okay, I can work on that. But you still gonna have to hit me back and help me like put it together. Cause if
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
I got you. All
Uh,
right, let me
and
call
then
her.
yeah, cause you gotta do it to me and show me. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like how to
got you.
do
I
it.
got you. I'm gonna call you
All right,
back in a sec.
all right.
All right, bye. Okay, so as we know, so he says that yeah, no sissies are allowed in there with the real dudes, right? So, um, so that part was true, but he was just saying that, dudes that's gonna get down, they're gonna get down, and if that's what they doing, then people already, if they see them doing it, they're gonna call them out. Wow. Okay. Whoo, child. This is very interesting. And yeah, that was an exclusive source behind the walls. Um, yes, this is a fire live. Thank you, baby. It's yes. Yes, she's listening. All right, y'all, let's go.
They jail gay. I said, you gay on the street to me? You talking about you jail gay? They say they weren't doing it on the street. They should do it in jail. They jail gay.
What? Wait a minute. So why did he say he felt free to be every woman and gay and just so he would do shit just to go to jail so he can be?
I guess I don't know if he did shit to go to jail intentionally. I just know when he was locked up, he said he was jail gay. He was fucking with the mans and shit when he was in jail. Say he didn't do it. That's what he say. To me, when I see a nigga be like that, when I see a nigga do that, I be like, nigga, you gay on the street to me. But I don't be knowing any nigga personally on the street. So, you know, they say they were jail gay. They don't do it on the street.
So what he say? He don't have the courage.
I don't know. I guess he say he fuck with women on the street. When he get locked up, he say he fuck with men because he say he jail gay. You know, he say he don't do it on the street. He just do it when he locked up.
Mm-mm. And what else? I had asked. I asked. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Can I fix this now? I'm sorry, y'all. I accidentally went out. I had asked him when the men get out, what can women look at? And you said something about when a man is out with his woman and kids, and he always have a certain nigga around.
I mean, if I'm living with my girl, you know, sometimes you got different situations. Sometimes, you know, you might have a nigga around, you might be a shooter, you might be, might be a killer, your right hand man. But if you got a wife, I feel like
Okay, so I want to give you guys a little bit of context of that phone call. So as you guys heard me say, I want him to hook up with a white dude because what they do is they make white dudes into their ladies, right? Yeah. Let's
you got a wife and some kids, you ain't gonna have no nigga, no nigga around all the time. You know what I'm saying? unless it's an emergency situation where you got some beef going on, some smoke going on, and you might have to have your shooter around, but just all the time, and you got a wife or a girl and kids, then why you got a nigga around all the time? You know what I'm saying? Or why is you got a girl or you got a wife and kids? Why you had this nigga around all the time when your wife and your kids ain't around and you still around this nigga? So it's shit like that. Some shit you gotta watch for.
When he get, I mean, I know it happens too if they never been to jail.
Or if you get fresh as hell, like you getting fresh as hell, like you finna go out to the club to go around your homeboys all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like you supposed to be getting fresh for your girl. Why'd you put on all your new clothes and getting fresh and jeweled up for your niggas? For and you got a whole girlfriend or a whole wife and kids and shit.
So you
with your
saying
pants sagging, with your ass showing and shit.
what? What?
As you know, I don't sag. When I first started, going getting locked up and shit, going to jail and prison, I stopped sagging my pants because they call that advertising. When you always got your ass showing and your pants sagging, so that's what stopped me from sagging my pants. Showing my ass. I don't want no nigga. You can feel a nigga watching your ass, even though you facing forward, your ass looking forward. You can feel niggas watching your ass. So that would stop me because I said I don't want no nigga watching my ass, and I don't know a nigga watching me from the back and shit. So that would stop me from sagging my pants and shit.
And you saying in jail too? That's also you throwing a signal.
Yeah, they call it advertising. You advertising.
So a nigga can't say they didn't know when they in jail. They pull them down. They get around a certain nigga. They let that nigga know they want to hit their goddamn boot
Yeah,
job.
or nigga, yeah, you always wearing like little shorts and shit. Cause nigga wear little shorts and with your dick print showing and shit like that. Like why'd you walk around with your dick print showing? Certain shit on nigga always grabbing himself when he talking to a nigga and rubbing himself.
What?
Yeah, I told one or two prisons. The majority, I've been in about 10 different prisons. Majority of the prison I went to, we go in the shower one at a time. Ain't nobody showering with each other. But it was like one county camp I went to, they had all the showers together and stuff. We'll get our detail and we'll have to rinse off and stuff. And then I went to Calhoun State Prison. It was a shower with about two or three men to get in there. But you ain't supposed, you looking at the wall though. You looking at the wall. And I had an African homeboy. He complained on this nigga because this big black bald head black nigga had been locked up about 30 years. You supposed to face the wall. He faced everybody else. And Africa confronted him. He got the African accent. You told him because people was complaining, but they wasn't saying that to the nigga. Cause I guess they even locked up 30 years now. I guess he could fight and shit. I ain't never been in the shower because I said when he get in the shower, I ain't gonna get in there. So Africa, he have the accents of the African accent. And he said, I mean, Africa real cool. He was one of my Muslim brothers. And Africa said, he said, I asked him one day, he said, I asked him, why you have to face me? He said, you face me, you look at me. He said, what you talking about? He said, everybody face the wall when they shower, when they look at the wall, they rinse themselves off and they get out. He said, why you have to face me? Because they said, buddy, I don't forget his name. He said he'll face niggas and be grabbing and washing his crotch area, his dick area the whole time. You're supposed to rinse off. You in the shower with 2-3 niggas. So you finna rinse off her, take an arm, a military shower, and get up out of there. And after they said that he would like to wash his crotch area most of the time while he facing other.
So
niggas.
He digging real deep down
like
in his
ass, like stroking his dick or something,
stroking it and pulling his nuts up real hard and digging up under his nuts.
They say Africa knew how to fight. He knew that MMA cage style fighting. And then my Muslim brother, and they say, Africa, after he told me, so I asked him, he said, why you have to face me? And he said, he didn't know what he was talking about. Why, what you talking about, Africa? He said, why you have to face me, looking at me, grabbing and rubbing your shit? He said, like he know what he told me. He said, you know what I'm talking about. You face me, you keep on facing me. You're supposed to face the wall. You have to face me, grabbing and rubbing your shit. Why do you have to face me? And say he turned around and faced the other way.
Come on, rub.
Why you grabbing and rubbing your shit? Mm-hmm. Why you have to face me?
No, look. I don't want none of what you goddamn it selling.
Yeah, Africa went with that shit. Africa went with that shit. You went with that shit that brother was with.
And after, now wait a minute, which one you said? Some of them niggas in the house. Dick suckers with speech impediment.
What?
You said this dick sucker had a speech impediment in there. He ethic.
You talking about they talk with his tongue? Yeah, I watch a nigga like I don't hang around a nigga that talk with their tongue like that. You gotta watch a nigga like that. I be certain nigga I always want to, come on, you want to smoke a cigarette with me? Come. Kind of had some nigga like that had a nigga. He say he was a rich. He say he was from Atlanta. Same city I'm from.
Hold on. If anybody talks with their tongue, put your hand up. Put your hand up. Do you talk with your tongue? Let's get into it.
And he say that he was a big nigga. He was big. I got size on me. This nigga was like twice my size. He was kind of always too friendly. He was always too friendly. I watch a nigga like that. If I don't know you, We never met, we never kicked, but you too friendly. You gotta watch for nigga like that. Like, why you getting too friendly with me? Yeah, you want to smoke a cigarette? And yeah, come on, boy, you want something to eat? And yeah, boy, yeah, boy, what's up with you? Boy, what's your name? And I'm like, what the hell, nigga, you too friendly? I gotta watch a nigga like that. A nigga that's too friendly, nigga, what you trying to rob? You trying to rob me or you successful?
And then when he get home, like you said, he got niggas always at the house sharing his blunt and reefer and looking shit.
Yeah, you the
with
police.
them.
You the police. You trying to rob me? You's a sissy. And most of the time, nigga don't be trying to rob no nigga. Them niggas ain't don't be about that life. And some of the nigga they be telling me most of the time be nigga a sissy, trying to play up on me, get close to me, or close to another nigga, and
And
shit
I'm
like
talking
that.
about too when they get home. Should women also notice that if a nigga always want a certain group of niggas to be hanging in the house instead of spending time with her and the kids, he end up watching TV with them, drinking with them, sharing drinks with them, passing the blunt, putting it in his mouth, then put it in the nigga mouth. Man,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, then dressing up when they come over there
Get real fresh and ready and put on all they new shit.
with their pants sagging
With
out.
the pants sagging, their ass showing. You know, a tight ass pant with their dick and their ass showing and shit. You
Remember
gotta
my gay friend told me to warn you when you play basketball with them niggas when you was in high school. So a lot of them old niggas
and
play basketball.
football. We play neighborhood football. I was about 14 to 15. And these old niggas, they was already in their 20s and 30s and shit. I always wanted to play with us. See, I play basketball. I want to, post up. You know the post move. You put your ass up on you post the nigga
What?
up. Yeah, I want to post up. That's why I play basketball. But I just got good with the post move because I don't like no nigga posting his ass up on me. But when you score a point, you go for a point, nigga, I want to smack your ass. Yeah, that good job. You know how niggas smacking nigga on their ass. And it's well, that shit come from Rome and shit. When they dominate a nigga, smacking nigga on their ass. And I always told nigga, give me a handshake, give me some doubt. If I make a shot or I make a good shot or I make a good crossover move, don't smack me on my ass. My good job, bro. Give me a handshake, give me some doubt. I told the coach that too when I was in Boston. Don't smack me on my ass. Kevin, my dad told me that too. He like, don't let no nigga smack you on your ass. Make a nigga give you a handshake or some doubt. And it was just like, yeah, you gotta watch for shit like that.
You notice some gay shit with them older niggas want to play with y'all, or some other niggas
Yeah,
came out
cause
gay,
the
or
same nigga the older niggas when I was 14 and 15, and they was in they about 20s, late 20s or 30s. I found out they was gay and they fought with niggas.
what?
Uh-huh.
And remember, you just said what just yesterday or today. It was a nice looking nigga.
Yeah, about 2 days ago, I walked to the store to the gas station, and but it was like he was like in a Honda or something, like a newer model Honda. Light skin, like me, had waves and shit like I did, had a suit on, nice suit on. And I walked across the street, you crossing over. He was waiting to pull out. So I walked across. He like, hey, you all right? And I looked and I said, yeah, I'm fine. I'm most definitely all right. Hey, you need a ride? We the store right there. I said, yeah, I said, yeah, I'm all right. He told me, yeah, I'm most definitely all right. What's up? And he saying that because I had got gangster with his ass. I'm like, he a fuck nigga. What the fuck type of nigga? In this day of time, you don't know if a nigga kill you or rob you. So what the fuck you want me to hop in your car for?
Now,
Yeah, I know. I said, yeah, more than likely he was a fuck nigga. Little booty banded ass nigga.
one of my friends that's gay, he told me sometimes them niggas get out of jail as well as be in there, and I was going to get high with young boys and play video games with them and give them something to drink because they be doing orgies with them. Did you
Trying to
see?
seduce them. They call that gay dog trying to pick them up and see if. I know the one thing too about gay niggas, if you give them a sign that you with it, they'll keep coming. If you give them that sign like hell, I ain't with that, they'll fall back. You got some aggressive punks though, some aggressive niggas that gay. They'll keep on trying like, oh, I can turn him out and shit like that. But more than likely, most of the time, if you let them nigga know you ain't with that shit, they ain't gonna try you.
But they drug you too. Did you
Yeah,
also
that
hear
way,
about
yeah,
that?
you can't smoke with niggas or drink with niggas or you can't trust motherfucker these days.
Did you hear about any of that being done in jail by so-called straight niggas up there?
Hey, that drug you, then record you and all type of shit. Yeah, P Diddy ass.
What?
It drug your ass, then record you and show motherfuckers. But it's all type of shit that go on.
What they do? Just show each other around the jail or upload that shit to?
Hey, and spread. It's like an egotistical thing. It's like y'all, got me one.
Oh my god! So they do sometimes niggas pay them to do shit like this?
It's just an ego thing. They'll do it just just to get off on that shit.
And some of these are so-called straight men with children and women at
Gay
home.
nigga ain't straight nigga, yup, trisexual niggas.
What about, did you see a lot of so-called straight men that not only did bisexual shit, but that you said some of them said they did it to cope, but got drug addictions because they said they couldn't really handle being in there without being high.
I seen straight and it's a lot of motherfuckers that are straight and gay and bi. A lot of them got drug problems and they say just do it just to pass the time. They do K2, ketamine, meth, smoke weed, drink liquor. They do all type of shit. They say they do it just to pass the time. A lot of them don't sit down and try to take no trades. I heard one nigga, cause I went to college 3 times. I dropped out once, but I achieved two on for welding and one for business, customer service, technology. I asked one nigga, my homie from Macon, he was cool, he was a crip nigga. He said, I ain't coming here to get no trade or fuck. I'm already locked. I ain't coming here to goddamn get no trade. So someone say fuck school, they don't try to study or nothing. They just say shit, they can come and get high. I see motherfucker with life sentences do it. They'll call and get money out they folks and shit, out their parents and grandmamas and until that shit run out. So they folks say they ain't sending them nothing else. And they'll just get high every day. And when that shit run out, they folks start sending them shit, they'll start robbing and they'll start fucking other men just to get some money to keep that high going.
What?
Mm-hmm.
So I thought they didn't have the school programs anymore. So all the
They
prisons.
got school program. They don't take advantage of it. They say fuck them school programs. They sit around and get high and just do all type of mischievous and devilish shit.
But do they have a time you can go to class? Because remember, some of them, I think you were saying you couldn't always go to the law
Yeah,
library.
some days it'll be what the officer tell you, some prisons, well, a lot of prisons. It's some prisons that they like. When I was at Metro State Prison, they got a lot of advantages and stuff. But they'll let you go to class and you always got access to the counselors and stuff like that. But majority of the state prisons, they don't give a fuck about you. Counselors don't give a fuck about you. But some days you trying to go to class and somebody might have got stabbed up, or some shit might have happened with an institutional lockdown. Somebody trying to get some over the fence, or some crazy shit might happen. They say nobody going to class.
Oh, they, like you said, they have drones dropping shit off in there.
Drone dropping or
Because they've been talking about that on the news the past couple of years.
yeah, be a lot of that going on, and or somebody might like say somebody might got stabbed up, or somebody might got killed, or somebody happened with an officer. Anything happened, so like no movement for the whole compound, or some shit might have happened at another prison where officer got killed, or inmate got killed, or a staff member got killed, and they say no movement on no state prison. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time kitchen stewardess got killed last year. What the hell? I forgot what the hell prison that shit was at. I forgot what fucking prison it was. There be so much shit going on.
Remember that came on? What was it last year? Where I don't know, supposed to be what an employee or something.
Yeah, we're going with the boy that was a crook. That one trying to think.
He was cooking or something. He killed
Yeah,
her.
he was back there in the kitchen, worked in the kitchen, and she was going with her fucking her. She was bringing them shit, and she stopped fucking with him, J Money, and she started fucking with somebody else, and he got a gun in and killed her and killed himself.
Oh,
Smith. It was at Smith State Prison.
That's what that was about.
Mm-hmm. She started fucking with him, started fucking with somebody else, and he killed her and killed himself.
Oh my God.
So after that, though, every prison in the state of Georgia, could nobody move. Everybody was locked in their room. Everybody was locked down.
Yeah, because it happened at one prison that whole day.
Yeah, because a staff member got killed. They really don't care when the inmate kill an inmate, but as long as you don't touch their staff, you touch their staff, man, that shit is a problem.
So when you said that some of these niggas so-called straight and telling they woman that on the phone they love them and they doing the best they can to hold it down, they being there on drugs or sucking dick or getting fucked and they wrecked them. When they get home, is it anything, since you done been through it and you know the signs, is there anything you could tell these women that they can notice about their man when he get home and he a fucking junkie on the low, but he wasn't no junkie when he went in, he became one in there to pass time or cut a coke and sucking dick? Is there any sign she noticed, things he say, things he do to tell her that he on that shit?
I mean, you'll notice that shit. You'll notice from changes of patterns. You'll notice, somebody acting normal. You know normal patterns and abnormal patterns. Like, okay, he acting different right now. He acting like this, he acting like that, or he not acting the same, or
Will his eating or what kind of food he like be different on certain type of drug? Like I heard certain people say they crave sugar when they do weed or junk or
yeah, I know a lot of them they crave a lot of sugar and stuff like that.
Or like cereal or junk food,
candy and stuff like that. And
if he doing that, and will she knows anything with his teeth?
uh-huh. Teeth and like a lot of sodas and stuff like that. A lot of them junking like them candy bars and stuff like that.
TB run.
Mm-hmm. TB run and shit like that. And
what about his work habit and him begging her for money? Will he want to work or go to school when he get out? If you see on that shit and she don't know because that ain't the person she knew, when he went in there, he want to lay around sleep all the time or eat junk food, drank, lay around the house.
You know what? That is something to consider because they do people when they go in there, some of them, like I told y'all, the same thing that they do out here on the streets is the same thing that they do in there. They have the narcotics, they have it all. Like so they have access to stuff, and do you know if one of your family members are in there on that stuff? Let's get into it.
I ain't gonna say that because I ain't gonna say like lay around because they pretty a lot of time and depressed too. And then a lot of times they're like, you can go to school and your class, like it don't be nothing to do but sleep, you ain't hustling.
I'm talking when he get home, the thing that she knows.
Some of that stuff still be on you. Like you sleeping there a lot of times or you be depressed, a lot of stuff and be out, you still trying to get on your feet. So that depression will still be on you too when you get out. You'll lay around and sleep, you trying to figure out what the hell am I gonna do? How the fuck, like what the hell is my plan? What the fuck is you'll be
So why not look for a program and why not look for therapy and things like that when you get out and you know that these are going to be struggles that you have? Why wouldn't you take the classes that they have in there? And they can act like, oh, well, they didn't offer this, that, and the third. No, y'all didn't want to do it. There are plenty of programs that they have in these prisons for these people to do. Now, it's some people that, like he said, they will sit back, they will do drugs, and they will just sleep. And they'll just eat and they'll just bypass their time. And that's how they get into like all that other extra stuff. Like they're not focused. They don't have no structure, you know? I mean, they have somebody telling them to wake up and, breakfast time and things like that, and you got to clean up. So that's about as much structure that they're going to get, right? And then being in your cell and, for hours with others. And it's like not even a big situation. But some people, they feel like that's home. Like some people are so institutionalized, they call it home.
and they have all this plan. Like a lot of folks say it be jailhouse talk. It don't always be jailhouse talk because you really do a lot of. I know I really did, and I heard people really do have a plan. And okay, I'm gonna do this when I get out, do that when I get in. When you get out, it be like, damn, like it ain't as easy as I said it was gonna be, but it takes time and it's a process. And then you'll be sitting in a room. It's like you hit the ground running. It's like you hit the ground running. And you're like, damn, I got to do this, and then you'll see everybody with this, that. They having this going on. They having their car. They having their strap and sometimes it causes depression, just like it was in prison. So I can't say because somebody lay around and sleep a lot, then that'll be something like some sign that they gave they on drugs. So sometimes it be depression, but yeah, sometimes it do be drugs. But you'll notice that erratic behavior when they on drugs, it be erratic behavior. It be abnormal behavior.
What about them asking their woman for money? Because I've noticed that.
Somebody always beg for me. Yeah, that's abnormal right there. Somebody always beg for
instead
money.
of him getting up trying to see his PO and then looking for work or creating a job at home. It's so easy, chain gang workouts, cooking and all that. People watch that, they'll pay you for that on TikTok and YouTube. So that stuff they don't even have to leave their house to do and get checks. So when a man has that opportunity and they don't take advantage of it and always begging a woman and she got children to take care of and he act like he just zoned out of it, because I think it is easy sometimes to tell when the niggas on that shit.
Yeah, you tell somebody on drugs now. Yeah, hell yeah. You most definitely tell somebody on drugs.
Because some of them niggas be out a few years. I've seen this out of prison and people they woman and with the kids, and she basically still taking care of him and the whole fucking household. And niggas still ain't doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Or you trying to tell me it take that long?
No, it don't take that long. I was like, you staying motivated, you keeping that drive. Yeah, shit, but if you've been a few years and you still begging your woman for money, then yeah, it's something wrong.
And running the street with your homie, which that's your damn girl right there. A lot of times on the goddamn low, and then they undercover watching porn, gay and straight, and then they watching straight porn, but really the nigga looking at dicks. Did you ever did you see or hear anything like that or notice that shit with niggas?
I mean, I seen one nigga I went to school with, and he ended up being in prison with in the same dorm. And nigga went in his tablet and seen some gay porn in his tablet. And nigga like, what the fuck? Nigga beat him up and everything. He told me, now I rented my tablet out to somebody else and they were watching it. It was really him though. You knew it was him. You knew it was you.
How do you know that man didn't rent his tablet out?
You knew it was him because he would hang around niggas that they say were fucking with niggas.
What?
Mm-hmm. That boy smoke.
What was he smoking?
That boy I ain't smoke.
Why they call him smoke?
I don't know. He was smoking dick. I guess. Shit, boy smoking the bandit. You know, I call niggas out. You know.
But why did you call them out? Did that create enemies? Did that make them want to fight you, want to hurt you? Cause
That's how I'm calling nigga name out. You know. I done had fuck nigga trying to slander my name before, but you know I was fucking CEO. I was fucking bitching down now. You know.
but then they
Yeah,
want to say you
everybody knew
gay.
that. Yeah, nigga was mad when I started fucking a bitch, a correction officer. Nigga trying to tell her that. Like I said, she told the nigga, oh, if he fucking with a nigga, they describe his dick. You know, my dick got a distinct look to it. You know, so she like describe how his dick looking. Nigga couldn't do that. So you know, it was really a false accusation. Nigga was hate. I done seen nigga get hated on too now. I done seen nigga that would play up, fuck with hoe, get money, and they try to slander a nigga too now, and it went true. But that was like in some cases, but a lot of time, honestly, it be nigga be fucking out, fucking with them niggas.
Somebody else that was working in the prison system and also, I think in there, new people in there told me this, and I don't know if you noticed that when some men get out, they start beating on their woman a lot.
Yeah, it could be a lot. It be a lot of like, I feel like women, they be like, a lot of these women be like, oh, you got to get out of here. In 6 months, you gotta be up, you gotta be right in the package, so you gotta have, you gotta have your paper right, or niggas just getting out. Like, I did my time. I did 9.5 years, and I'm just getting out. And bitches already asking me for money. Oh, let me hold something. Let me hold this. Like, bitch, you need to be letting me hold something. I just did all this time.
Well, how much more time a dude need? Like you said, Nikki, you've been down there with no bills, a free hots. I mean, uh, three three hots and a cot, right? And then let's not even add on the money that I'm putting on the phone. Let's not add on the commissary that you got to have. So you telling me that I'm gonna sit up here and support you while you're in prison, while you're on vacation. You come out, you're laying on the sofa and smoking black and miles and smoking weed and got your homies over here, y'all passing blunts with your boyfriends, right? Why is it that when these dudes come home, people give them a party? Like, have y'all ever asked yourself that when somebody come home from prison, oh, they want to give them a party? What are y'all celebrating this nigga for? What is the celebration? Celebrate him getting a job, okay? Celebrate an application in his hand. Let's go.
Like, you trying to rush me, or bitch don't want to spend no time with me now. But when I get my car in my spot, now you want to spend time with me. But when I ain't had shit, you ain't want to spend time with me.
And if you
So it
got to
make
work, and I want
Yeah,
this
so
amount of
it
children,
make
and
you. I ain't saying it's right to beat on a woman. I don't beat on women, but yeah, it makes some niggas sour about female to the point they want to beat on it. It make me sour to the point where I don't fuck. Not saying I'm gay, I don't fuck female, but I just don't be fucking with a lot of female. Like, I don't be caring. Like, I see that shit from a mile away. Like, cause I'm like, okay, I done got out. Now you trying to pocket watch and see what I got to see how healthy my pockets is. And all of a sudden I got it, and I got it. You know how I want. Now you want to be up under me. So I'm like, bitch, now I got it how I want to have it. I'm having it now. So I'm like, shit, bitch, I don't want to fuck with you now. I done got right now, shit. When I got out, you ain't want to fuck with me. You thought I ain't have it like that. I was hustling in prison. I was getting money in prison. So, I done got out of shit. I might just play with a bitch like, oh, I just got out. I ain't just see how she gonna help me or we can help each other.
they
And
start begging.
yeah, start begging and shit. So I'm like, man, I don't want to. Now, I'm like, okay, now you know that I got it. I don't want to fuck with you. I see how you don't. I these motherfuckers be weird. Not saying that it's justifying of being a woman, but some men they can't handle that shit mentally or emotionally, and it just make them hate
Because
women.
of the way they be
They make
treating
them just
them.
want to fuck you and get rid of you, and just make you want to beat you. But
But no, this guy told me too that when some of them said he was dealing with this couple or counseling them, working in the medical field, I think, and counseling, and this guy was beating on this lady. He had seen several occasions where they been in jail. They was really fucking with niggas, and they was beating on them because of that. And they shame and they rage. And some of them had been molested or fucked by their dad or uncle or other relatives or people in the church when they was little boys, and they never told the women, no women, that they were sexually involved with, and said, the lady asked the guy to get an HIV test, and they got it, and then they will ask you too, are you a man that has sex with men, or are you straight but sometimes have sex with men, because some men can't accept they gay or don't want to think about the fact they gay,
So listen, that's a question. How do y'all feel when these men be going to the doctor and the doctor says, well, have you had any interactions with any males, and stuff like that, and they lie? How do y'all feel about that? When they sit up here and ask these men, well, have you ever had man on man contact? Oh no, oh no. But they down at the glory hole sticking they Peter tallywhacker through the hole. Not being honest. They done went down to prison and got them a piece of booty hole, and now they ready to go on back down. They ready to go back home, honey. They be down there. They be having modeling shows and all that. And then I'm gonna tell you this: when I was in the business, um, there was this dude. I ain't gonna say his name, but he's gone now. Like he's gone to heaven because he had an overdose. But he was in prison. He found me from prison, right? And he would hit me up, and he was like, when I get out, I really want to see you. And child, when he got out, and he had that old nasty piece of coin, baby, I went right on over there to that apartment on such and such, and that's when I was single, y'all. So I went on over there. I got my money, and honey, he was old nasty freak. And you know what? So this is my way. Like when I was in the business, baby, I had so much fun, and I was a dominatrix. So I love when I would get guys that didn't mind listening to me, right? I mean, who don't like to tell somebody what to do? So, um, it was this one night. What's his name? I ain't gonna say his name, but child, he was on that. I don't know what he was on. I think he was on that stuff, and baby, only thing he wanted to do was eat this. He just wanted to have the salad bar all night. Okay. And it was like, okay, I can get used to this, but baby, I wasn't going to sleep. He was on drugs. What you thought? Let's get back up into this commentary. It's not about me. Let's go.
If they having sex with the same sex.
This is number one red flag. If a man don't want to go get no test, HIV or other STD tests, when you ask to, don't fuck with him. That's a red flag right there. If a man beat on you right there, that's a red flag. Don't fuck with him. If a female gonna stay with a man and he beat on her, then she like that shit. She gonna accept that shit. I feel like I don't beat on women. So if a man beat on you and whooping your ass, or he whoop you one time, stay the fuck away from him. He don't want to go get tested STD, stay away from him. You keep fucking with him, and he want to get no STD test or HIV test, and he keep whooping your ass, it's your fault.
But said too, it was around her asking him, "Have you ever slept with men, or were you ever molested or anything?" And said he would go into a rage and beat her.
That's a red flag right there. That's a red flag. Don't fuck with him no more.
No, what I'm saying was, too, he was so enraged about what happened to him. That's what a lot of men are as children, and they can't bring themselves to tell you. And they so enraged about what happened to them and who did it to them when they were little, and they still can't accept that was done, and they so hurt that it was done to them. And then it also is fucks them up in the head because they now have a desire to be with men or get penetrated because that happened to them, like the pleasure and pain of stimulating their prostate, because that's how a man have an orgasm. So he's torn with that because he don't like it and he don't want to be like that and is enraged about that shit.
That's how a man have an orgasm.
Do your prostate.
That ain't how every man have. I clump.
No, not by no dick in their ass, but I'm saying that's how you have an orgasm, through your prostate. When the prostate is stimulated, whether you in a vagina.
Okay, well, I feel like if a man gonna get enraged, if a woman asks if he be the man to beat her, then he need counseling. That ain't no reason to beat her.
I didn't say he didn't. I'm just telling women, when you ask them anything about their childhood and were they ever raped or molested by men in their childhood, and they don't want to, they get agitated and angry, or want to also all of a sudden start getting aggressive, that lets you know, get the fuck away from him because something wrong with, and somebody did something to him, and they still so hurt by.
No, is get that person the help that they need. Let's start giving resources. Like, hey, you're triggered, and see, this is the thing. I want to normalize therapy, counseling. These resources are out there. And if you didn't know, so like when you go and talk, like when I go and talk to my therapist, everything is confidential. So it's not like talking to your friend and getting some advice. No, this is a professional. They won't totally know where you're coming from. This is going to be a process. This is going to be, um, it's a journey, and you have to be in it for the long haul. I mean, there's going to be some work that you have to put into it, and emotions are going to be high, feelings are going to be high. And if you just trust the process, they'll give you tools to navigate. You have tools to express. You have tools to, you identify your triggers and coping skills and stuff like that. So it's not an overnight process. And I just say, if you're gonna do it, be honest all the way. Just be honest all the way, because if you go in there lying to them people, like, you're not helping yourself. You're really depriving yourself of greatness, because the first step is identifying that there's a problem. The second step is looking for resources, and three, getting putting it to use, getting involved, start doing the work. And once you get into it, I mean, with me, it's been such a challenge here, like these last few months, but I know that everything is going to be just fine. I just have to breathe. I just have to, you know, just get myself together, just like, don't be hard on myself. All right, let's go.
Whoever betrayed them and violated them, they still haven't come to terms with it. They don't really want to go to counseling because you then got to admit what the fuck happens to you, and then the stigma where you gay now, or the fact they might be feeling attracted to men and they don't want to tell themselves that or tell nobody else that or have that written down about them in their medical records. They was raped before, or their daddy did, their uncle did this. And so some women have let men take that shit out on them because they still enraged because that little child inside of them is still angry and vulnerable and helpless. So they go take that unfortunately taking out on a man. Many times they take that shit out on women or refuse to get the test or don't want to discuss. And then
my advice to men, because it's a lot of shit going on. Like, you got women that fuck with men who fuck with men. You got women that don't know that they man fucking with man. It be disease, HIV, herpes, and all type of shit going on, spread around to innocent people. So my advice to the men is that go get tested. You know what I'm saying? Even you ain't got to tell nobody. You need to know first. And if you have a sexual partner, my advice is your sexual partner need to know whether it's a man or a woman. Your sexual. So go get tested, and you need counseling. I don't care how much it hurt you on the inside. You don't want to tell nobody it happened. It's like it happened. You know what I'm saying? Some people go through things that they don't want to go through, or it never. I'm saying it was just out of their hand. They was helpless. So I feel like you should find a counselor that you comfortable with and talk to your counselor about it, because it's undisclosed info if it's with a counselor either in prison on the outside. So if they disclose their info to somebody else, then they can get sued for it. Find somebody, a counselor that you comfortable talking to, and let that shit out, so you won't have to hurt nobody or beat on no woman or hurt nobody. Get tested, man. Whether you straight or you gay.
but too, I'm just sharing that where some women may not know why they are angry around sex. It might not mean that he gay. It also mean he's fighting with his feelings because he's still dealing with, in his mind, he's still a child.
It's something going on. That's weird.
You know what I'm saying? He's still a child that was raped.
That's It got to be something going on. That's something I never got off on. A woman sticking their finger up my ass or dildo up my ass. So if he not gay, something happened, because something happened. If that satisfy you, where a woman stick their fingers or dildo up your ass, and something happened, especially if you like it on a regular basis.
No, I'm saying too, if they attack them, be like, bitch, don't touch me. But a lot of times they are like that, and they hurt about it. They don't want to embrace. They hate themselves because somebody raped them when they were little, and somebody they trusted, and they were left in their care. That's also what I'm saying. They don't want to face that shit, or they'll see a feminine looking man and rape him or fuck him in the ass and violate and disrespect him because he's feminine, knowing that that's the flip side of him. That he's feeling that he's hiding because some aggressive man violated him at 5 or 6 years old.
I don't see why a man wouldn't get aggressive though. Why somebody trying to touch him up his ass, a woman trying to stick him or touch him up his ass. I don't see why a man wouldn't get aggressive about that.
No, what I'm saying is, some women will think, I know my nigga ain't gay because he almost broke my hand off, and when I try to put my finger, no, sometimes your nigga is. That's why he's doing you like that, and he's angry that he like motherfucking men or like the top niggas off because somebody did it to him. That's the point I'm making too. Somebody getting aggressive don't mean they ain't with it. That meant somebody went up in them when they was 7 or 8 years old and it hurt them, but at the same time, now they looking at training, they looking at somebody rape and make feel feminine to try to put they a hold their masculinity and tack to show the world their masculinity, knowing inside they really feel like a motherfucking bitch. That's what I'm saying too. A lot of men hide it that way because I've had them tell it to me privately, and it was something else. What somebody had told me that they seen that. That's why I'm bringing it up too. Because men do that in prison and they take that rage out on a feminine man or even beat up a gay man that's embracing his femininity and go into a rage because he acts so feminine because they hiding the fact that somebody feminized them when they were vulnerable. Now they, like you said, they get real big, get big old muscles, get tattoos, go jump on other men, fight other men, wrestle MMA and all that shit, and show a lot of aggression towards men to hide the fact they feel like a bitch too. And try to fight that feeling of wanting a nigga to go back in they butt. That's what I'm saying. So when they get aggressive with some women, y'all need to know a lot of times that ain't because they 100% heterosexual. If you don't know they past and you ain't talking to relatives in they past, that man could be hiding the fact that he was raped when he was a child or by his coach or by his motherfucking football buddies or basketball buddy. And because a lot of them niggas in them sports and athletics be gay and wrestling buddy, wrestle them down and fuck them all in the ass. That's why I didn't have. I wanted you to be learn how to fight and be strong and secure, but I could never forgive myself. I couldn't. You being little like that and being around them. That's why I did not get you involved in any activity with no men. I ain't look up no coach. I ain't respect no coach. The 100 black men of Atlanta preachers shit, I didn't respect them because I knew what happened to me. And I got to see the perverted shit of these so-called religious leaders and preachers that everybody looked up to, that like little girls and like little boys and shit. And these Boy Scout, a lot of them leaders is gay and the Boy Scouts and them Girl Scout and shit and lesbian and shit.
Yeah, that's why I ended up going in the streets because I didn't know how to fight at first. I ended up going in the streets and having to try to learn how to fight and losing at first. And I ended up going to the county jail and prison and learning how to fight. That's why I learned how to fight real good at.
Then you say one guy that was real big that could fight real good. He told you when he was little or a coach or somebody, he was little boy, somebody molested him.
Yeah, he played football. He went to like a semi-pro and stuff. And he was real big and played football and stuff. And everybody was terrified of him. And he told me we got real close and tight. And I see he was hanging around sisters and stuff. And I was like, what's going on? He was like, yeah, I fuck around. He's like, I would never try you, but I fuck around. He's like, I got touched by one of my coaches when I was younger.
He probably would. He didn't mention it, but he probably would never told his mama nobody.
I don't know. I ain't asking for this thing. I just turned my head. I was like, damn, man, I'm tight with this nigga, man. This nigga told me this shit.
That mean he clearly felt comfortable with you, but
Yeah, he never, like he said, I never try you. He never did try me on that shit. I used to see him with sisters sometimes. I just turned my head and walked the other way.
see, they stimulated his goddamn prostate and he just went on and embraced that female, just coming out with it. He just came on out with it because he didn't want to, but like he liked it tingling up in his ass. Because he was a little boy and this man forced himself on him and he probably didn't tell you how many times it went on or what happened or because him. And he probably was bleeding and everything. And a lot of times little girls and little boys hide that shit and clean themselves off and their parents don't check them when they leave them with certain people and don't check their butthole. And the boy's scared. So a lot of times they get secretly done like that over time. They get stimulated like that and opened up prematurely. First and second chakras and all around their asshole and prostate get stimulated and they don't want to like it. But these grown ass men turn them little ass boys out. And then you'll see them come out in jail, and then you see them come out still. Because I've had gay men tell me, but I do love women. I'm attracted to women, and I do want children, and I do want to sleep with a woman to get children. But I also love men. If I had a woman to accept me being bisexual, then I could have a wife and I could have kids in a home. And
A lot of women that accept this shit either. Eh?
Yeah, now they do.
Mm-hmm.
I won't. It's just too dangerous. I don't want no man to dress up like a woman and twirl around with some high heel shoes and their toe painted better than mine. Fucking men, and then I'm supposed to let him do that and fuck him raw and open myself up to that shit. I mean, mm-mm. Like you said, it's too many women that'll let you do it. That's why I don't like the fact that so many men are being with women and they not telling them. That's like you said, they gay only in jail, but he's lying because what if he sees something out here and fall in love with a nigga he see out him and end up in a love affair out him and they ain't gonna fucking tell his girlfriend or his baby mama or his motherfucking wife. That's why I asked you if you know any tendencies you can share with them, and that's a good point. A lot of times we didn't think about it. We weren't taught to think about it. But you see a nigga always nigga over your house hanging around like he a bitch, getting high. Y'all watching the show. Y'all sharing weed together. Y'all drinking out, sharing the same drink and beer and all that. And he fixing you something to eat. You sharing it with your mans. Goddamn it, like y'all two damn girls up there at Chili's getting some baby back rib and shit. See, we don't really think about that. Now you better goddamn think about that shit. Cause a nigga always got another nigga around and sharing the same goddamn it pig and Afro Sheen and all that shit. They probably fucking
Yeah.
working out. He spotting him on weights and he got some shorts on. He sweat. He got his nuts in the nigga face. You know how you land on them table, bench pressing and shit. A lot of niggas had they dick and nuts right there above your damn forehead.
That's certain shit I ain't do. I ain't doing that.
Well, I mean, you didn't lay down and let no niggas spike you.
I ain't on this spike. A nigga can break your neck. Nigga drop some weights on your neck and break your neck.
And act like it was an accident.
Don't let on this spike me.
And then I seen something, they screwed up. They dick be too far down in the nigga face while he holding the weight up. I'm like, which one you gonna do? You want to hold the waist up, drop it on his neck, or drop some dick off in his mouth? Cause you see what I'm saying? Like, so you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, sometimes that shit seem real goddamn gay. Like you sweating and musting balls and you leaning down, like holding the weight.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I done personally trained before. I done personally trained women before. So I might stand over them and stretch their legs out and shit there. You know, you push their legs, they do the thing to control their air, the leg kicks and stuff like that. And they kick their legs up like this, and I be standing over them, and she like, ooh, and I'm like, wait, so I can see right up your shorts, and I'm like, oh shit. You know, I'm personally trained them, getting paid, so I'm like, they were liking them. I'm speaking about business, so I know if a female can see it, a nigga can see the same thing.
I've seen that a lot of females be sleeping with their trainers.
All right, so what do you guys think about that? How do you feel about the Download Man edition? How do you feel about these stories in the prison? We had that gentleman tell us, the experiences in there and dudes that were busting down booty holes. Okay. Child, it was a lot. I feel like help is available if anybody, that's male or female, if you've been through something traumatic and you want to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to go and get some help. Like, I'm tired of feeling like this. Help is available. If you have any friends, family that may find themselves in a situation, I would say don't be judgmental. Just try to assist them as best as you can. Just try to get them to a great resource. Um, and sometimes you can always call, like, I know in our town it's 211, and they give you a directory of like any resource that you need. So we definitely want to be safe. At least have some mace or something on you. Protect yourselves as you are going out and as you are dating. I mean, and put your health first. Like, know your status, and nobody is going to protect you like you are going to protect you. So you have to love yourself. Today is Tuesday, April 22nd. The current time is 2:22 a.m. and that is Central. The current year is 2025. This concludes our broadcast. So long.